Hello there, I'm Hill, and welcome to some tips, tricks, and exploits for Civilization 6. Civ 6 release has been the most stable Civ release for a really long while, but there's always going to be some exploits in any new release. But these ones I'm going to show you, these are just broken. These are going to be the 3 most broken exploits I've found so far while playing Civ 6. I've been having an absolute blast, don't get me wrong, but man oh man, these are broken. To start, trading. This is so silly. Now, the AI is kind of dumb. This is a truth that's universal throughout Civ. This dumbness comes in a brand new form, however, when trading with the AI in Civ 6. It looks like the first part of the game is just broken. So, what you need to do is to trade something to an AI that you can trade back, like great work, for example. Ask for basically everything, all their gold per turn. They obviously will not like this, so you'll need to click the "Please make this more equitable" button. The AI will then insist that you give them loads of gold and GPT, as well as the great work, while they give you nothing. Then, of course, you say, well, what are you going to give me? What do you offer me? And then you'll get pretty much damn close to what you asked for in the first place, for some reason. They'll just give it to you. Then, trade it, but trade it back. Trade it again. Ask for the great work back, but offer something really paltry, like 10 gold per turn. They won't like that. Click it to make it more equitable. But then, just reduce the gold per turn that you'll be giving them by 1. Just 1. So that the deal isn't good enough anymore. Ask to make it more equitable again. And they'll bloody well ask for even less than the very first offer. So it just doesn't make any sense. They'll ask now for less than they originally did. Is this bargaining? Is this haggling? But it's even more broken. Just wait. Now, offer the AI more gold per turn than what they originally asked for. Just add 2 or 5 or whatever. The trade screen just breaks, and then for some reason it seems like the deal now isn't good enough. And you can ask to make it equitable again. And they will then counter for way less than any previous offer. Keep doing this again and again, and you can get the offer down to basically 1 gold per turn. You get free gold from the AI, and you get to keep the great work or relic. Pretty bloody broken, honestly. Next up, we have selling builders. So, builders begin with 3 charges, which is obviously different from Civ 5, and after those 3 charges, they disappear, just like old workboats. However, if you sell a builder, no matter how many charges they have, you get exactly half of the total it would cost to buy the worker with gold from a city. And because each of them starts with 3 charges, if you were to, hypothetically, take 2 builders, giving you a total of 6 total charges, get them down to each 1 charge, thus making it 2 total charges between them, and then sell both of them, you would have exactly enough gold to buy a brand new builder, and he would have 3 charges, giving you a free magical charge. Now, this is a lot of micro, and it's not the most ridiculously of broken things, but it makes things so much more efficient, especially if you do this on a big scale, and it can really help save production value of building new builders and gold value instead of having to buy them. So it can really give you an edge over your opponents. Now, this one is probably the most famous of the exploits so far discovered in Civ 6. So there's a civic policy available after getting the military tradition civic. It gives you plus 100% light cavalry production. Once you get to a certain point with production in a city, it becomes far more efficient to simply build a unit of light cavalry and then sell it as soon as it's built. Then, using that gold produced from selling the unit, you can just build whatever building you actually wanted to make in the city for roughly, marginally, a bit better value. So it's not super efficient, but if you play as Scythia, this becomes massively broken, because Scythia get a free light cavalry unit whenever they build one. Combining that with the plus 100% production bonus towards light cavalry, you can just endlessly churn out light cavalry units again and again and again, and selling them, and being able to build your buildings for so much cheaper than you would have if you just actually built it yourself. Not just in terms of gold efficiency, because it obviously won't have cost you any gold to have built them, it's basically buying it for free, but the actual production, the hammers that go into the units, ends up being less than you would have if you just built the building. Each of the exploits I just shown you are guaranteed to give you a huge advantage when playing single player or multiplayer. They will probably be fixed at some point, because they will, because they're so broken. But until they have been fixed, enjoy abusing these lovely issues for some really good advantages. Make sure you use it when playing multiplayer and just ruin the game's balance entirely, but don't do it with randoms. It's just too mean. So, I was Aldrahill, and I will continue to be. If this video helped you beat harder difficulties or crush your friends in multiplayer, hit that like button, and you can also subscribe to me if you want to see more Civ 6 tips and tricks videos in the future, as well as the whole variety of Let's Plays that I'm doing currently. Bye bye.